Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome to another episode of Minecraft on the AlphaCraft server. A few episodes ago I showed you the vats that I was going to be building in the Guardian farm to make the Guardian farm out of, and I was going to be building 8 of these things around the perimeter of the bounding box of the Guardian temple. But I built the one which was just behind me, or was just behind me. But to be honest, when I built the second one next to it, they didn't look like vats anymore. It just looked like one big tank around the outside of it. So I scrapped that idea and I decided that I was going to be doing 4 vats in each corner. So I've made the vats slightly bigger, but now there is going to be a bit of a gap between them. So as I say, instead of having 8 around the outsides which would join together, and when I put, when I put the second one in, you just couldn't see that they were vats. So we'll have one there, we'll have one there, and one there. And the Guardians are going to spawn in the middle, fall down through there. Now these are taking an absolute boatload of time to build and lots of resources. I've got no more ink, so I've had to stop. But they're also taking loads and loads of wood for the fences that are under there. And once the Guardians fall down, they're going to fall into that drop chute there, which is going to have 3 levels of lava in it. Oh, my ankles. Hang on. What's going on here then? Oh, I've fallen down. I've fallen in the middle. Would you rather believe that? And then I broke it not using my right pick. Oh my word, I ought to start this episode again. So they're going to fall down here through 3 levels of lava, 1, 2, 3, and onto a glass, like a glass chute. So they'll be on fire and then they'll land in wood, so they'll take some damage, and then they'll go along this, which you probably can't see because of the glass texture pack I'm using, but this is going to have water in it and it's going to funnel them to the center, which is here. They're going to fall through one more layer of lava into here, and that's going to be coming from all 4 sides, all 4 corners. So we'll have Guardians flowing across the roof here. They're going to fall down here, they're going to die, they're going to get picked up by the hopper minecarts that I'm going to embed in there, and then they'll go off into the storage area. But I'm a little concerned now I've started building it. This is going to be too big, because this is just 1/4 of it. This room is pretty much 1/4 of the size it's going to be. It's going to go all the way back there. That's the drop chute for the vat that's in this corner. And as you can see, it's massive. So I'm now thinking that I'm probably going to have to make this smaller. And then the Guardians will come through the corners. You won't see them falling down. You'll just see them coming in through the corners and then falling down there. It'll probably make more sense when I've done it. But I do think that now this room is slightly too big. I've still got loads of draining to do over here. So all this is still filled with water. Thank the Lord for sponges. So that's that. But what I want to do now, because as I mentioned, it's taking an awful lot of wood to do this, and I don't have a tree farm yet. And I want to make a tree farm using Boo, the friendly ghast that we captured in the a couple of episodes ago. Me and Smurf got a couple of episodes ago. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I've got to go down and I need to get Boo back to the stronghold. So I need to go and take a few measurements. Really, I'm nervously looking up in there because I can't remember the last time I slept. This is going to look so cool when it's finished, by the way. One problem which I hadn't foreseen, and I foresaw earlier on. I hadn't foreseen, but I've now foresaw. Oh, Smurfy's gone to sleep. Is that for the magma to work, for these magma blocks to work and bubble, they need to have source blocks in them. I was just going to fill all of that above the dirt with water and just let it flow down. But then I realised that it won't bubble if it's just, if it's flowing water. So I need to get in there and make that source blocks. But as soon as there's water in there, Guardians are going to start spawning. I don't want to be in there with Guardians making this source block. So I'll have to have a think about how to do that. Anyway, that's a job for later on, that is. So I need to go into the Nether now and take some measurements of where Boo is and where the portal will be in the overworld, and then try and get them linked up so I can get Boo in a room in the stronghold. So I'm going to do that now, and I won't bore you with running around either and everywhere in the Nether taking measurements. Hopefully when you see me again, I'll have it all figured out. Okay, so the measurements have been taken, and then they've been taken, and then they've been taken again. And I've dug through the wall down here. I'm going to be putting the tree farm down here. So I've dug out quite a big area, if I'm being honest. And the Ghast, Boo, is going to be in there. Now I've linked this portal up with a portal in the Nether. And I've been through it a few times, and it seems to work. Deep breaths. Okay. Boo is just over there. Kind of open. Well, if we have ghasts in here now, and they start shooting at me, all this is going to go up the Swanee. So Boo is up. Is follow the tracks basically at the top of there. So I'm hopefully going to put a rail down, and Boo's going to come down here. Going to come through here. Because it's glass, Boo should go straight through it and get kicked out of the minecart when it gets to these activator rails. And then, hopefully, he or she will go straight through. I'm hoping that's Boo that's making all the noise. Because, as I say, if a ghast appears now and starts shooting at me, all this is going to go pear-shaped. So I need to get up the top. Let's get up here. I've got hitboxes turned on because I need to put a rail down. I've got magma cubes up there as well. I really didn't want those guys up there. Do you think that's Boo? Oh man. I've got you, I've got pigmen roaming about. If I whack a pigman, it'll be on your heads. And I really don't want pigmen getting in the way when I'm trying to put down the rails. Right, so the rails are all in now. I've got one rail left to go, and it's right underneath her, and I'm hoping that I can get under here without him seeing. Ah, no, I can't. And where did you come from? Okay. Thanks, Boo. Somehow then I need to push you over that way. I need to stick down some blocks that you're not going to be able to destroy. It's kind of you getting out. Now, am I going to be able to push you, do you think, little booster? Did I push you, Henny? Did you push? Did I push you? Are you moving? Oh! Oh, boo, 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 boo. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Okay, let's lob down, see if we can lob down a powered rail this side of her then. And get this sorted out. This is terrible. that. Can't lower power down. Can't move her. Can't lower the barrel down. Oh, for the love of Pete. So which rail is it in? Which one? Which one are you in, Boo? That one. Okay, right. Oh, come on. How can you see me under here? You're just going to hurt yourself. Now stop it. Right, which one is the minecart on? It's got to be on this one, hasn't it? It's got to be on this one. Right, so now she's going to take damage, I know she is. But Boo, my old China, let's give it a go, shall we? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Oh. Don't fire at me, Boo Boo. Wow. Right, I've got to get through there now and hope that she's not suffocating on the other side. Oh, crikey. Eat something. We've got a Boo! We've got a Boo! Oh, Boo! Oh, Boo, 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 Boo. Wow. And you've blown out the portal, which is the right result, actually. Oh, Boo. Dead nervous now, Boo. I don't know what to do with you now. I've got you... Right, I've got you in. That's all I needed. Can you see me? You can't see me. That is fantastic. So we've got a Boo in the overworld, and I've got to go and take a break for a few minutes. I am exhausted. Got to get you back a little bit further. I want you back a little bit further. Can I get? Do you reckon I can move you back if I throw snowballs at you? Or do I really need you? I don't want to move you too far. Wow, right, I've got her in, and she's not very happy, surprisingly enough. Let me turn that hitboxes off now. Right, so she's in a box, a 4x4 box, and she can see me and fires to her eyes. So that's what we're going to use to destroy the trees, to get us some wood. But do I make this place look pretty before I start doing that? I suppose I should get it functional before I should start getting it looking okay. Well, let me just block her in completely so she can't. still fire through one hole, can you? That's interesting. Yes, you can. Have I got any glass left? Yeah. Cool. Oh, right. Okay, now we need to work on the mechanism for the tree farm. Okay, let's see if we can get the basics sorted out then. So I need a wall, clearly, to stand behind. It's a shame they're 4 wide and not 5 wide. You're gonna have to shoot me out of that hole there. So I wanna. I want to be able to stand this side. Yeah. Grab that. Grab some wood and we'll have it. Oh, it doesn't matter at the moment. Let's have it going that way. And then we'll lob some wood on the top. So hopefully, I'm going to be making the trees are going to be growing up over here, and then we'll funnel them round so they're in one line, coming over the top of the. Oh, I can't have that, can I? Because then he won't be able to see me. Have to be another one up. Like that. Okay, so let's see if we can break this without him killing me. And now, hopefully... Brilliant. Oh, okay. So he got me. Okay. Can't seem to shoot through the hole, which is fantastic. Brilliant. So let's just see how much... Did I not pick that? Did I use the wrong pick again? Right, so we've got none in there, none in there, none in there. 3 in there. Is that what I put down to start with? Was it the 3? Or did I put down 4? 1, 2, 3. None in there. Two. Is that right? That was right, wasn't it? So I've covered all the hoppers. Crikey. So he's broken 3. I have 3 in the chest. That's got to be right, isn't it? Broken 2. 2 in the chest. 100% success rate so far. Broke 2. 2 in the chest. So he's not destroying anything. And we don't appear to be having a problem at the moment with fire. I thought we would do. I thought we'd have a problem with fire. Chest. Fantastic. So now I need to do the important bit, I think, and build the tree farm. Let's block her back in again. I did have the right I did have the right pick to start with. Okay, so we're going to probably going to want the mechanism over here. So I'm going to need to dig this out quite a bit. So what I really want is, that's the line there. What I really want is a piston here, which then pushes all of the blocks along there. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to compress all of the blocks that are going to be stood upright into a line. So I'm going to need some kind of double piston extenders. I've got an idea. I've got an idea of how I want it to work. It's just getting it to work. Is that right? No, that's not right, is it? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's right. So now, in theory, the wood is going to come around sort of this way. I'll dig that out a little bit further, although I've got water behind there, not too far away. The wood's going to come around here until it reaches here. Going to need one of those, I'm trying to show you now, this is probably not going to work very well. One of those there and there. One there, one there. So then it'll get round to here, and then that one will fire first, pushing that block out. And then we'll have the double piston extension from the bottom, like that. And then that one will fire again, pushing that out. We'll then have the double piston extension firing from the top. And then that one will push it out. And then we'll have the double down the bottom. That... Oh, come on, Frills. Like that, and then that will retract itself. That will push it out. I'm not going to be able to do this. Never in a month of Sundays. Oh, there you go. I did. Like that, and then that one will push it out. And all the time, it's pushing it over here. So I just need to figure out some redstone to go around the back. And then obviously, this is going to be open. I'm going to be stood here, planting my trees, even though we've not sorted out observers detecting tree growth at the moment. I'm going to have to do the old-fashioned, the old-school way with a switch, with a lever and a repeater. But that's the basic idea of it. So let me just see if I can lob down some redstone. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've had a bit of a change around. I was going to put the compressor thing just there, so it compressed all of the wood into a line along that back wall. But I realised then that would mean having 5 pistons here to push it this way, and then having 5 pistons there to push it that way, and then the compressor there. Whereas if I put the compressor here, I only need the one piston. So I need the 5 here and the 5 sticky pistons and just one here. Anyway, so I've put it in this corner. So I'm going to stand here planting my trees, AFK, with Boo shooting at me. And the trees are going to go down this row here. They're going to be in stacks of 5. I can limit the height of the trees by putting a block above them. And this is only going to work on oak. It won't work on any of the other tree types. I could possibly get it to work on the other tree types. But to be honest, I'm only wanting this for fence gates for the Guardian farm. So I don't really care what type of fence they're made out of, what type of wood they're made out of. So oak is fine. So they're going to be pushed along this way, and they're going to eventually finish up just there. And then I'm going to need this compressor to fire 5 times in order to push those out into a line. So I've set this contraption up here, so it'll fire once, and then we'll get it to fire again, and then we'll get it to fire again. Fire a 4th time. I'm going to have to get rid of that block. And then it'll fire a 5th time, and that'll compress everything down into one line. And then if I get the timings correct from over there, I can get this piston here to push them this way. And I'll probably put a block of obsidian at the end here so they can't just keep going. And then hopefully Boo is going to shoot them, and they're going to break and fall in the hoppers. So all I need to do now, all I need to do now is set up some kind of timer. It's probably going to be the old classic hopper clock kind of timer with enough items in it to make this sort of react 5 times. And it's all about timing. This is going to be all about timing. There's going to be a lot of trial and error on this, but so far it's working. Yeah, I like that. That's brilliant. It only took me about 8 attempts. However, I think I'm going to have to call it a day for today, everybody. We seem to have run out of time again. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.